Phew, that puppy's hot. All right. If you watched last week's video, remember that I was going to give you the lowdown on how I got Betsy. Betsy's my 2003 Dark Forest Green Mercury Grand Marquise. Now, this car also has sentimental value to me in that in 2003, so my first stepdad, his father's mother's sister, Grace, bought this car in 2003, brand new, off the lot in Pennsylvania. She worked for about a year, put 30,000 miles on it. And then after that, she just drove it to work and to church, or to the grocery store and the church. She retired. Now, she drove it for years, I want to say up until about 2008, 2009. She passed away, and it was given to my grandparents, my first stepdad's parents. It had, I want to say, about 45,000 miles on it, probably at this point. And then my grandmother drove it for years back and forth to work, probably till about 2016, 17, I want to say. And then my grandfather drove it to work for about a year, and they ended up parking it in 2023. No, 2022. They just, they're retired. They have 3 cars. They're only 2 people, so they needed 2 cars. And this car sat, the Grand Marquis sat. And I was coming back from Japan in July of 23, and I told them, hey, I know you have 3 cars. Would you be willing to help me out and I'll pay you money? And they said, no, don't pay us. Just take the Grand Marquis and use the money that you would have paid us to fix whatever's wrong with it, because they didn't ever drive it. They quite literally put 52 miles on this car between inspections. And so I got there in July of 23, got it, put a few things on it, and got it back on the road, got it inspected, all that, insured and everything. And then a month after, because I was on leave, so I was there for a month. The month ended, and then I drove it to Virginia, where I met my buddy, who I was in Japan with. He got out. And then I went to North Carolina, so about 650 miles south. And the car had no AC, but other than that, didn't skip a beat. It's had a weird transmission code that I've replaced every part that I possibly can replace, other than the wiring harness for the automatic transmission. But obviously and it's weird because the car doesn't shift differently. It doesn't it acts totally normal. Other than that, the car has been fantastic. It's never really given me any problems. I've done a lot of work to it. I'll try and put in the description everything that I've replaced, but it's stock. For all intents and purposes, that car is stock. But in the meantime, if we get this truck back from Arizona, Ashley might get another car. So if she gets another car, then I'll take the Edge. The Grand Marquis will be basically whatever we want to do with it, which in my case it's going to be a drift car, because it's what I have. I don't have to go out and buy and search for a car. And I think it would be super cool to make a drift car out of a Panther body. I've only seen one person do it on YouTube, and they're really, they didn't really document the process of converting it to a drift car very well. Still a nice car, but first thing is I got to find a transmission, T45 Tremec, and then get a pedal set and get it transmission swapped. Probably just weld the diff because that's cheap. And then suspension. And there's a company up in Quebec that makes suspension parts for the front end, kind of like an angle kit. And then other than that, there's really not that much. Maybe possibly an ECU. That's about it. But anyhow, that's the story on how I got the Grand Marquis, and it's been in my family since 2003. So I literally have the window sticker in the glove box. So that's how I came to own that car, and I got really extremely lucky, and I'm grateful that I did get to own the car because it's been a peach. That car's been great to me. It made thousands and thousands of miles of road trips up here to Indiana so that I could see my son and fiance. That's how I got my 03 Grand Marquis that I call Betsy. Yeah, get it? Because it's like an old person's car. Anyhow, we'll cut to the plow. There were some clips of the plow that I didn't get to put in last week's video because last week's video was kind of long. So I'll cut to that and I'll come back. How many we got to go?
4.
That's not bad. And then you got headlights. You know what I was saying this morning? I was saying that the first fucking car that's in here that's being worked on isn't even mine. Which is a good and a bad thing, I guess, because if I was working on my own car, that'd be not good. Because it'd be the Grand Marquis. And I don't want to work on the Grand Marquis. I just want it to start and drive.
Feel the wind in your hair.
Exactly. In my beard. We got the shop dog. Roski's licking himself. Oh yeah. It's draining. Alright, let me whoop. We got all these wires connected. Let's see if we got the headlights. They're not on. They are not on. So this is the old connector. Pretty sure it was this bottom left one, right? That one?
I think so.
Right there. Tip of the pins broke off. I don't know where the other one went. But we put power to it the other day with the power probe. And I think it's that hole.
Which we found
Right
out
there.
wasn't walled out.
Yeah, it's just that's how it's designed, I guess.
Which is dumb.
And we put power to it and the headlights turned on. So now I'm thinking, what, relay? Or it's got to be further back. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's go relay.
That's...
Just because that's an easier way to start.
We got our box of relays. This custom relay box right here.
It's our cluster.
Hey, it worked once, didn't it? Or has it never worked?
What, headlights?
Yeah.
Yeah, when I first bought it 2 years ago.
Oh, okay, okay. What's this thing?
I don't know.
That goes off your. That's not your. That's your high beam, isn't it? Yeah, because this is your low beam. That'd be your turn signal. That's it. It's got to be your high beam. So we're not worried about that.
So there is one that does not have anything on it. There's two of them that don't have anything on them.
So for some reason, we hooked all these up, and light's no worky. But if you guys remember from when my car wouldn't start, I bought these jumper things for a harness, basically to like use a fuse and then put two in there and provide power to something else as well. Well, it came in handy today because we got this wire going out all the way to this wire over here. We're gonna be going to, because this is for the power for the lights on the plow. We need to find a butt connector. A butt connector. David, a butt connector. So no headlights on the truck, headlights on the plow. And then if we unplug that, they should kick back, right? All right, let's unplug this plow connector, which I need two hands for because it's super tight, because it's new. Now click your headlights on. Headlights?
Yeah.
No headlights. We have no headlights. Leave that, buddy. We need that. Did you take the relay out? Or no, you put it back? Well, that's a problem. So now the plow lights work and your headlights don't work. So not hooked up. We're not hooked up here on the plow, and we have the headlights. So let's hook her up. Right here. Is that the new one? Oh yeah, it's just got the cover on. Damn, that's on there. Eh. And we got this. All right. Now we should have plow lights but no headlights, and that's it. Now make sure all of your fucking Now make sure all the plow functions work. Nothing? We got no function on the plow. The plow will not move. It's not. Oh my God. Oh. Shout out to Gabe. Give me this heater. This thing is a beast. It's really loud, so I didn't put it in the video. That you probably wouldn't have been able to hear me. But that's it for this week's video. I hope you like the kind of little different vibe there with the plow. Midwest is still Midwesting. It's cold out, and that heater's way better than what I had. But anyhow, that's it for Zenshin Works this week. I will not be posting next week or the week after. We will be out of country. We are going to Japan, which is going to be really fun. And I'll take a bunch of pictures, probably do a little compilation video of pictures and videos and stuff that we see there. But like I said too, I'm not going to be on my phone too much because it's vacation and I don't want to be glued to my phone. But Anyhows and ways, that's it for Zenshin Works this week. Peace out. Like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate you for following along. And we will see you in 3 weeks.